1047 KISS FM, John Jay and Rich. We have Brent and Zach from Shinedown in the studio. But seriously, the Casey Kasem, because, you know, when I was a kid, I would listen to Casey Kasem and try to imitate him and try to backtrack, back announce songs and stuff. So the fact that the last song that this legend ever did was you guys is freaking
And his
huge.
daughter, we just did her podcast the other day.
Yeah, his daughter, Jean? Is it Jean?
Carrie.
Carrie Kasem.
She's awesome. Yeah, and for us, terrestrial radio is a big deal. The band was built off the radio, and even in the consumption of music now with streaming and what have you, I mean, it's a part of the industry.
It matters, don't you think?
What's that now?
It matters, and I think when
what matters is radio. What matters is radio because yeah. Well, because the fact of the matter is, I'm like, if you want to get your music played, awesome. Streaming is it's what everybody is listening to, and it's convenient and what have you. But in North America, like if you want a career and you want to be iconic, you better get played on the radio.
In the song, A Symptom of Being Human, I was talking to Zach about it a little earlier. Every time I hear it, it means a little something different to me. It hits me in a different emotional way. Like, what is the song for you guys? What's the message for you?
So we're a band that's been talking about mental health for the better part of 2 decades. And, you know, listen, being in Shinedown is like being in the 3rd grade forever. Like, we've not lost our inner kid. So we laugh a lot and, you know, we love one another and what have you. But technically, you know, a lot of the subject matter that we tackle is heavy. And Symptom was one of those things where we wrote it in the midst of the pandemic. So it was June of 2020 when we wrote the song. And, you know, looking at what the world was handling at that point in time where people were scared and frustrated and nervous and upset and just there were so many things going on, I think that we needed the song just as much as the world did. Very rarely do you get a song that's a gift. I think we've had 3 of them.
Yeah.
One would be the song 45 off the debut. Second Chance was another. And there's this song Daylight and Symptom off the same record, Planet Zero. Those were gifts for us. But the song is just letting people know that
GIF.
It's GIF. Yes.
Did Second Chance end up in a lot of movies?
But the reality of the question that you asked me is everybody's a work in progress. Like, life is a journey, man. And, you know, we just want to give people their confidence and have them understand that, you know, tomorrow's another day, but we also want people to live to fight another day.
Well, it's the lyrics to your song actually, you know, it probably hits people differently. But for me, that's how I feel all the time when I'm like in a room or in a party. You know, like, I'm like, I don't want to look at anybody. I don't want, and then I can't remember the rest of the, but whatever the lyrics were, can you walk me through the lyrics?
Which part?
The
sometimes
chorus.
I'm in a room where I don't belong.
Yeah, I feel like that all the time.
And
I feel like that right now.
And the house is really.
Go ahead.
It's interesting too because people are like, you know, the house is on fire. That's actually a metaphor for your mind.
Right.
Your you know, your mind is your house. You know, and sometimes we're just overstimulated by social media and just everyday life. But in that song, it's saying, sometimes I'm in a room where I don't belong and the house is on fire and there's no alarm and the walls are melting too. How about you?
See, that gives
me
goosebumps.
You feel the same way as I do because I deal with this every day. But there's a calmness in the song too because there's a statement in the song where we say, we're all just passing through, passengers on a ship of fools. And not to be morbid about this, but we all have an expiration date. So the reality is that you need to live your life. Like, don't worry about what's next necessarily. Like, be in the moment and understand that we're all made of energy, you know, but don't spend your time being concerned about the what if. Just go after what you want.
You know, you said earlier that being in Shinedown is like being in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
So do you have any songs about penis?
No. Not yet.
This took a violent turn.
Well, I'm just saying, 3rd grade, I was drawing.
That would be no, we do not. That would be a big.
I am so sorry, Shinedown.
So then maybe it's like being in Shinedown is maybe like being a freshman in college. Maybe 3rd grade, I was making penis jokes.
No, it's like being in the 3rd grade. Like we're idiots.
Boobs, songs about boobs. Boob jokes.
Oh my goodness.
You drag the calculator and write boob lists upside down.
Prank caller.
I don't think I was talking about penises in the 3rd grade, but
I was.
John Jay. I've got a 3rd grader right now. She talks a lot about poop and farts.
Poop and farts. See,
there you go. Okay. Now we talk about that all the
If
time.
she was talking about penis, I'd probably have a problem.
To the hill.
I have one going into 2nd grade, so I feel you.
I want to ask you, but this is random, but I'm in the middle. I'm almost done watching the Bon Jovi documentary.
So good.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Sad,
so how far are you? Wait, how
I
far?
finished it.
Oh, you finished it?
I watched it twice already.
I got 30 minutes left. Do you see any parallels there with being in a band as popular as you guys having so many
I've not seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of parallels as far as like what they go through as far as the band goes. You know, like obviously that success that they had in the 80s and 90s was absurd. But yeah, there's tons of parallels. Like watch it. Like to me, there was a part, not the whole thing, but there was definitely a part in the second or third episode where I was watching and I was like, this should be required watching if you're in a band.
Well,
I feel the same way.
Any entertainment, any show that you do, because I was texting John Jay about it because I got to the third episode where, you know, they start talking about the guitar player kind of flaming out and just sort of disappearing for a while. And I'm like, man, it really hurts my stomach to watch.
When they fired him.
Yeah,
he
that
quit.
part of it.
Yeah, that's Richie
And
Sambora.
fire.
Everyone,
No, not that guy. Not the Richie Sambora.
Oh, Alec John, the bass player.
The bass player. When they fired
Yeah.
him. They fired him, and then Richie Sambora.
Yeah, like that part
quit.
hurts my guts because it's like, man, you guys have got something special.
Yeah.
You hold on to that and work it out. You know, get
Sometimes-
out of the room that's on fire in your head.
I think that there was some substance
substance
abuse issues.
Oh, there was a lot of it. They
Yeah.
talk about it there.
Yeah.
There's a lot
and
of
like I think
At a certain point in time, you
Yeah.
have to just save the person because, like, if you're going down that road, like, probably the most loving thing that they could have done for him was what they did.
I guess you're right.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
think
really-
you,
you
I
should
think you
watch
try
it.
to help people as much as you can, and then when you realize that like that the help or the tough love isn't working, then you have to do what's best for them and get them out of the environment that is causing these things. You know?
Yeah, he's had to deal with that with me for 20 years.
Yeah, and I'm still here. I've never left. So.
I liked how they were showing how he writes songs. I was going to ask you how you write songs because at the beginning, before computers,
Yeah.
they show all the scribbles like he's writing with arrows and stuff. So when you like wrote the song right now, they were just talking about what is it? Adversity and humanity. I'm bad with words.
Symptom
He
of
still
being
writes.
human.
He still writes on paper.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
write on paper?
I can't write. I can't type anything out. I have no connection to it. It has to go from a pen to a piece of paper.
Okay, but then are you like, okay, hey Zach, here's how I hear this, and you
We
tell
walk into a room and we go, "What do you got?"
Yeah, it starts different every time.
because I think
There's
the writing process is fascinating to me. How you guys do
It's
that.
different every time.
And
I
do you
think.
ever wonder where your songs come from sometimes?
Don't
It's
ever
a-
question it.
Yeah,
It's just like the
Just let it
muse just
happen.
hits you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
let it go.
Because you can over
You start
yourself.
thinking about it. You start thinking about it, and it's gonna stop coming. I think and that's kind
but
of.
you show up for the muse, and the muse shows up for you.
Yeah, I think that you just kind of get in the room artistically and hope that something comes, and then you have days where nothing happens.
Yeah, and you don't worry about that. We always say, like, there's two elements to it. One is we look at each other and we go, "Yo, it's not like it ain't gonna happen." And second of all, and second is we call it staring down the beast. And when you're staring down the beast, it's an empty Pro Tools session or it's a blank piece of paper. But that's part of the excitement of it is that you're getting ready to embark on taking something out of nothing and bringing it to life.
And that's got to feel good too when it starts
does.
coming together.
And then
you're
it's
like,
up for
Oh, we got a
interpretation.
song that did
Yeah.
Well, it's like in the Bon Jovi documentary when he was sitting there, right? I forget they were in Japan or something, and he had drank something, and he goes, "Man, this is bad medicine." You remember that
Yeah.
part? And the
He's
guy
talking about
goes,
a girl. Yeah. But then Richie wrote that
right,
too.
because he slept with a hooker.
Yeah.
And he was like, he slept with a hooker, and he was like, "Man, she's bad medicine." And all of a sudden, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
So,
That's how you write songs.
something
Sleep with
else.
hookers in
That's
Japan.
how you write songs.
That's how I wrote all mine.
Something else random I always want to know about the music business. So, you know, you have, what do you have, like 18 number one hits, right? You're smash.
20.
31 singles.
Yeah.
And on mainstream rock radio.
I believe it's 23.
23
Not
number one
not
hits.
to brag.
Okay, no, that's good. So here's what
Who's counting?
so now when you write a song and it's a smash and you're making money, do you guys get paid like normal people? Like, is there a paycheck every 2 weeks? Does it just come in your mail? Is it direct
No.
deposit? Like, how does that work?
No, it doesn't really work like that. I mean, the thing about it is in the music industry, what people won't tell you, and we have this experience, the best advice that we ever got was write your own songs. Because at the end of the day, and don't take that the wrong way. Like, we get people that will submit songs to us and things of that nature. If it's a fantastic song, we will entertain the idea of doing it. But 90% of the time, if not 99% of the time,
99% of the time it's us.
we're writing the songs in-house.
Yeah, but how does the
collectively.
money get into your bank?
So the money is built in a lot of different variables. So if you're a publisher, you have a writer share and a publishing share. So those are quarterly. So if you're a writer, you're going to get a check probably 4 times a year, maybe 2 times a year, depending. When you're on tour, you have a weekly salary, depending on how you build out your LLCs and what have you. So you have to look at that. And then, like,
You get money at the end of the tour.
you get money
and
at the end
merch
of the tour,
money.
merch
and-
money. Then you got to remember. But here's the thing that I tell people all the time: you got to remember that half of what you make, no matter what, in the United States anyway, like, it's going to the government. So I think the average is 37.6%, but for us, it's more like 45%. So you have to think: you have managers, you have business managers, you have booking agents, then you have Uncle Sam, then you have your touring costs, then you have all of this. It's a big, very, very intense and massive machine.
As an artist, it's a big funnel, and you're at the bottom of it after it hits everybody else first.
You guys got to get back on the road. I don't even know why you're wasting time here. You got to sell some shirts.
No.
What do you guys think about,
you're growing our audience massively, to be honest with you. That's why we're here.
Tonight in town at State Farm Stadium is the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
You're going to go,
I'm
right?
Gonna
Are you going? There's a 99% chance I'm going too. But I'm trying to get out of it, actually, because it's kind of late.
I don't think they have any songs about penises either.
But
maybe some about
boobs. I mean, Mick Jagger's 80.
Yeah.
Can you see, like, when you're performing on stage, you must get tired now. I mean, you're in good shape. You're healthy. You're young. What do you think is the secret to being 80 years old and being on stage?
You're just driven to do it. Paul McCartney doesn't have to lift a
Stop
finger.
doing cocaine in the 80s.
Yeah.
but do the cocaine, but stop in the 80s.
Yeah, well, his was probably stop in the 80s. I wasn't born until 83. So, I mean, that guy, I had a friend, we have a lot of friends who work for them, and I had a friend who used to work for them, and she was the part of the wardrobe thing, and said that he wears a Fitbit on stage, and like he does like 14 miles on stage.
I don't doubt that.
On stage alone.
He moves around like crazy.
At 80 years old, 80 years old, it's wild to have a stage of that size, and you're still doing that.
You see his warm-ups on Instagram. I'm like, he's still looks
But
young.
you know what? Funny enough, you brought up that documentary. There's a thing in the documentary where he's like, everyone's like, well, why are you still doing this? You don't have to do it anymore. And he's like, yeah, I haven't had to do it since 1988. Mm-hmm. He's like, but it's fun to do. He's like, you don't just stop doing what you love. And that's what, listen, Mick Jagger hasn't had to work since the 70s.
Probably true. Yeah,
Would never have to work again.
Yeah, they looked dirty.
You do it because you do
rich.
it because you love doing it. You don't just get off because you got enough money to stop doing it.
Yeah, because life doesn't, it's not fulfilling if you're just sitting around.
You quit, you die. You quit, you die.
Yeah,
and that's,
I've heard that a lot,
you can't
too.
stop, man.
So, a couple of things with we're talking about the Mick Jagger and all that. Have you guys caught up into the old biohacking thing and trying to stay healthy? Like, you guys look pretty healthy. Like, do you work out? Do you monitor your sleep?
Yeah.
You monitor your sleep at all?
I don't monitor the sleep.
I don't monitor
The two
sleep,
biggest
yeah.
things that helped me was Reversatol and NAD, like learning about that and the longevity from
NAD.
sleep.
Speaking
I do
John Jay's
NAD.
language
Yeah.
right now.
What do you do?
It's a game changer.
You do vitamin drips or you do shots?
Oh, no, I don't do, I haven't done any injections.
He takes about $1,800 worth of supplements a month.
Yeah. It's, because here's the thing,
I've been to Whole Foods with him. It is hilarious.
But the funny thing, too, is like you have to, the mitochondria and all that, you got to realize when it's going into your stomach acid that, you're not going to get 80% of it.
Yeah.
So you just have to kind of be diligent about what kind of supplements you're taking, but also to listen, at the end of the day, diet and exercise, you're never going to outwork out a
the pill's not
bad
gonna
Unless you do
diet.
stem cells. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's what I would tell people too, man. Like move,
Movement is medicine.
You got to move, man. You can't just sit around. Like and people will sometimes talk to me about how I don't have time. Yeah, you do. You got 30 minutes a day. I don't have a gym. Yeah, you don't need it. You need 4 basic exercises. If you do plank, a sit up, a body squat, and a push up, you're good to go.
Now I'm feeling personally attacked over here in the corner. I'm like,
Why so?
Get moving, Peyton.
Do you take NAD pills?
How old are you?
25.
Okay.
But she's a Division I basketball player,
Former.
so she's no joke.
So you move.
Not
If
as much as I probably should.
Yeah, but I would tell you this. Like the reason I do it is because, quite frankly, man, I feel like after I'm done with my workouts, like the endorphins and the chemical release of everything, I feel like I can run through a brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if I'm in a bad mood, like if I feel sad or what have you, I'll go work out and it's gone. Even if I just go do something for 20 minutes, like walk outside, like it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Also, too, a hack for people that may deal with depression, if they're having a tough time. A thing that I found out the other day, they've done a couple of trials on this, and it actually does work. Like if you're feeling sad, go take a shower.
Or
Cold shower? Hot shower?
The
Just a shower.
too.
Just go take a shower because you kind of like cleaning it
Just
off.
wash it
you know
off.
what I mean? Like it's kind of like a little hack, as you were saying.
Also,
it.
sun. If you get in the sun,
Sun
some
is
sun.
a really, really big and important thing. Like 15 minutes in the morning.
Funny
when you
that
go
you
outside.
say that. Like I remember like having times in my life where I was like kind of down and like going through something, and like, dude, sitting in the shower for like 30 minutes I would do it 3 times a day. It was
Maybe
the
there's a
best
part 2
thing
to your
ever.
song.
Maybe there
Sing
you go.
Take a cold shower and sit in the sun.
hot showers,
and
hot showers, hot
hot
showers.
shower
I don't
and sit in
I
the
don't think
sun.
there's no irony
We're gonna need
that
to
the
work that
guys.
out.
That's a
We're
good
gonna
one.
me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're a songwriter now.
I am. I can't wait for that paycheck. Hey, I want to jump back to NAD real quick. I do NAD vitamin drips. Do you take pills, the NAD pills, or do you do how do you get NAD in your body?
I do it through True Niagen.
Sounds sexual now.
Oh, the supplement. That's a supplement.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a
supplement.
pill.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was developed out. Well, David Sinclair.
Yes.
There's a couple of guys.
Yes.
There's David Sinclair. There's Gary Brecka, and there's Andrew Huberman, who I learned everything about from Joe Rogan. So, ultimately, these, people want to like put parentheses around them and go like, oh, these are just gurus. This isn't
I
real.
believe them.
I'm like, no, man. Like these guys are. Isn't it interesting that people want to, defer people that are trying to like naturally help you get healthy?
I know. Hey, let me tell you this.
It's weird. I find that strange.
I want to flex, but then I want to give you the opportunity to flex. I want to flex on you real quick. I've texted before with Gary Brecka.
Nice,
right?
Dude, I got nothing but love for that guy. That
Me
guy,
too.
I've learned so much
Me
from
too.
that dude.
Me too.
Holy
I do
crap,
30 breaths every morning before I come in here. 33 sets of breaths.
Dude, the breathing thing is like and grounding too. If
Yep,
you,
I try to do the ground, but it takes a long time.
Yeah.
That's why he's got that PEMF map or mat. So I want you to. So do you have celebrities in your phone? Like, who's the biggest celebrity in your phone? Mine's Gary Brecka right now.
in my phone,
Yeah.
probably Jelly Roll.
Oh, Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Oh, he's recent.
Yeah.
What the hell was that, Jelly Roll?
There's a helicopter coming in. There,
Are you a truck driver? What was that?
We're late for our route.
That's like the Kid Rock game where he does this thing where he's like, "Who's the most famous person you can get on FaceTime right now?"
That's huge.
He does it all the time.
Who's he get?
He just calls Trump all the time. It's the
He
only
does?
That's too much. That's like the
only.
checkmate of
That's the only person he calls every single time.
Come on,
It's a
Kid
true
Rock.
story.
You
Yeah.
know there's another person
Yeah.
in your phone.
Yeah.
I love that you're into the Gary Brecka thing. So am I, man. Big
Yeah,
time.
I learned a lot from him. I mean, some of it is a bit hardcore, but at the same time, I'm always open for knowledge.
Can I ask you about fashion real quick? Because you got
I have none.
You got that. Well, I was curious. I was
The
curious
man
about
next
your
to me
haircut.
has it all.
I'm curious about your haircut because like you have this short, like clean cut, Mad Men businessman vibe in the front, and then the back it's a little bit of a
mohawk.
It's a mohawk, or is it like a
You
what's the word
trying
I'm
to say
looking
a
for?
mullet?
Mullet. I was gonna say mullet. Yeah,
No,
but it's like a
there's
thin
no
mullet.
mullet
Let me see.
happening here.
Business in
I
the
just don't-
front.
Oh yeah, okay,
party
I'll
in
give
the
you.
back.
It's a mohawk.
By the way, my next hairdo 1,000% is going to be a mullet.
Go. Make it happen.
Easy
My son
peasy.
has one right now.
Easy peasy.
But do you tell
When we do the next Smith and Myers mullet all
Good.
day long,
Great. I can't wait.
Morgan Wallen style
you're gonna
too.
be
I'm going
rocking
all
out.
in.
Yeah.
Oh God.
While you're
Like the
walking
Kentucky
floors over
waterfall
here.
is
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, Kentucky
Yeah, or the
waterfall, baby.
Camaro. There's
Yeah.
that one.
Camaro.
That too. That's another one. The lobster. That's
Yeah.
another one.
The 7.
Yeah.
Oh
I have
my
no idea
God.
what's happening. Anyway.
So the song you're going to perform for us, Rich plays guitar. He's played, I don't want to name drop, but Hot Shell Ray.
Yeah.
He's played with Hot Shell Ray before, huh?
Yeah.
No, the Jonas Brothers.
Need I say less?
Enrique Iglesias, Jordan Sparks. Who else?
Hang on a second though. Like, what? Before we go into that, like, what about you all? Who's celebrities that are in your phone? What do you guys got?
Oh, I got your.
They're all sitting in the room with you right now.
Okay. I don't have your number.
I was thinking about John J. Rich and Kyle. Is
Got
the
you.
three
I,
Who you
think,
got?
I bet
celebrities.
you I could get Paula
No way.
Abdul on FaceTime.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure.
Let's do it. Go.
All right,
do
you
it
want me to
right
try?
now.
Paula's
Do
gonna
it.
decline
If
and
you
be
can
like,
get
"Why
Paula
are you
Abdul on
calling
She was
me?"
at my
FaceTime
wedding
right now,
like
let's
a few
rock.
months ago. She was at the wedding. She was there. Let me see.
I'm down.
I did
Let's
at
go.
one point have Snoop Dogg's security guy. I feel like that's pretty big.
That's like
pretty good.
That's 20% of what you need to get to
I
Snoop
feel
Dogg.
like I win.
I got Dame's number.
What
He's
about you?
famous.
I have Oliver from Steak 44, so I get a table.
Yeah.
Oliver from
No. I had Bieber's number and Kim Kardashian's number, and then
I don't know who I have. Well, I
You're
love
calling,
this.
you're calling.
I love
Okay, let's see. Look, he's calling Paula Abdul on FaceTime right now.
Dude,
Answer and hang up.
if she,
No
yeah, she
pressure.
can
Put it close to
What
your, put
is
it close to the
this?
microphone so we can hear.
I hope not.
Let's see.
Paula's like, I got a dance routine I need to get down.
Paul's like, why is he FaceTiming me?
Right, that's
it's so
I've never
invasive.
FaceTimed her
Must
before.
be a
Are you
bust
serious?
out.
Yeah. Well, don't put it on me, dude.
No pressure.
You got to do like the recorded message.
Do they do that on
Yeah.
FaceTime? You can leave a FaceTime message?
I've been talking about that for 12 years that they should do a FaceTime voicemail.
It's pretty big time. It says Paula is unavailable. So,
You gotta say, leave her a video message, Rich.
I don't know.
oh, record video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paula, call us back. I'm in the studio with the show, John, Jane, Rich, and Shinedown.
What's up, Paula? We're
Trying to see who we could get on FaceTime.
Yeah, we were
Brett
trying to
and
call
Zach.
you. We were trying to call you. We missed you.
Straight up, call us back.
Straight up. Now tell me. That was really good.
That was straight up awkward.
Saying straight up was the best way to end that.
That's actually his neighbor.
For sure.
His neighbor, Paula
OMG.
Anderson.
Yeah.
No, Paula Abdul.
So, Rich, do you actually know how to play guitar? We're not going to get in there, and it's like you're just strumming the E chord.
Yeah.
It could be bad. It could be real
Are you
bad.
going to play the intro to
to your song?
Metallica or something?
Yeah, you want to
Or
go? Should we
Stairway.
do one? Should
Yeah,
we do
do
one from
one, yeah.
Metallica?
How long have you been playing guitar?
Since just like when I was a teenager, like when everybody, I grew up in the Midwest.
Couple
where it's
years.
Really, really cold.
Where are you from?
St. Louis. So
Love St. Louis.
St. Louis is great, but like in the winter, there is nothing to do but learn songs on the radio. So
Hottest and coldest place in the world, dude.
it really is. It's
Yeah,
like
the Midwest can be satanic.
slice of
During,
air in the summer.
during the winter.
Yeah.
So,
Where-
yeah.
You guys are from where?
Tennessee, born and raised.
Yeah.
Memphis, Knoxville.
Oh, wow. Where do you guys live now?
Memphis.
Memphis is dangerous, ain't it?
No, Memphis is cool.
What?
Home of
Have you
elephants.
driven through parts of Arizona?
Yeah, it's dangerous out here too. But I
I
could
mean,
have
you drive right
sworn.
down the street right here. You
Yeah.
I could have sworn
That's
Memphis
not bad.
was the
St.
hood.
Louis, some dangerous.
Yeah,
St.
dude.
Louis.
Like, I like people. It's weird. Like people always make these fake lists, and like Memphis is always at the top, and I'm like, yeah, we're on the first 48 a little bit, but like we ain't Detroit or St. Louis or
Yeah.
like.
Oh, okay.
St. Louis is rough.
I just
Bro, I've
know
driven
John
around some-
Morant's
I've
out
Chicago.
I've driven around some parts of Arizona I don't want to drive through again too. I live in I love Memphis. I'm 40 years old. I've never seen a crime be committed in the city of Memphis. I've lived there my entire life. So I'm a Memphis. I'm like a diehard.
I take
Right
back
on.
what I said then.
Thank you
A
very
lot
much.
of good songs about Memphis too. A lot
Where
of
are
good
you
songs.
from
Yeah,
here?
a lot of
Yeah,
great
I'm from
musicians.
here.
You're from here?
But
Okay.
I'm from the suburbs. There ain't no.
Yeah.
What we see over here is far from.
Yeah,
where
I live out in the country. If I hear a gunshot, it's because someone's shooting at something that's moving that's not a person.
Right,
That's gonna be
right.
food later.
Yeah, it's gonna be
How long
food
did you
later.
play basketball?
My whole life since I was
So
7.
how long? So you're not playing anymore?
No, I coach high school girls basketball though.
Nice.
To
But
kind
But
of fill
Division
my cup.
One's not a joke. That's not like
I
you
was
just
gonna say.
played. Like Division
Yeah.
One's like real basketball.
Yeah.
That's,
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I try to
100%.
teach real basketball to a bunch of 16-year-olds who don't listen, but it's
All right.
okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
I still
I think
love
it's
them.
cool that they're interviewing us now.
I know.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you a Suns fan?
I
of
like
course.
the Suns. I like KD, but I like the Lakers.
Oh,
Kobe.
boo.
All day.
All right.
Okay.
I don't think Kobe plays anymore.
I lost him.
For them.
Okay, may he rest in peace too soon.
I
But
was
still
gonna say
Too late?
RIP.
too soon. Lakers girl over here.
Oh no. All right.
So I'm
So
a
real
Paula
quick
Abdul fan.
before you jam for us, because I talked to you about the Hulu documentary. What else are you guys watching, or what are you currently watching? Like Brent, right now, what are you watching on TV or on your phone or on your
Oh, he
app?
watches everything.
Like what? What do you watch? What'd you watch last night? What's the most recent thing in your head?
Unfrosted, Jerry Seinfeld.
did you love it?
Film. I thought it was super, super funny
It-
and
I
campy.
told you. John
it's
Jay.
silly.
Were you
but
high at all? Because I thought everyone
No,
just
I
loved it.
stopped
Was
doing
high.
drugs a while ago.
I
I
really
thought it was
liked it.
terrible.
Like if you don't expect anything from it, it's a great watch. Just watching the
totally
cameos.
I
are
love
great.
Seinfeld
It's fun to
so
watch.
much.
And he's got good lines in that movie.
yeah,
they're
and
quick.
Melissa McCarthy's
the movie?
awesome.
She's awesome. Yeah.
I'm
Zach
half.
Galifianakis is great.
I'm halfway through the roast of Tom Brady right now.
That is out of
It's
control. Funny. I don't
hilarious.
care what anybody says. There's all these media outlets
Yeah.
this morning and the last couple of days just like getting on people. I'm like, man, this is because you all don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, you got to let it go, man.
Do you know Jerry
Yeah.
Seinfeld, speaking of Unfrosted, was saying that like America's lost its sense of humor. He said there's no new comedies like scheduled for network TV this fall.
No.
Yeah.
None. Zero.
It's tough,
Because you
man.
got to run it by 15 different groups.
Yeah, I mean, it
to
used
see
to
if a
be-
joke works.
We'd come home and we'd watch TV and we'd laugh, and there's almost
Yeah.
none of that. I think Abbott Elementary
I love
is
Abbott
the only
Elementary.
thing that's on still.
Yeah.
If you guys were on a roast and Shinedown was being roasted, what
Bring it
would you
on.
say about yourself? Like a joke about yourself. You got to roast it though.
Do a joke about me. I'm not the funny guy. He is.
I don't really know. I mean, the funny thing about Brent is
I mean,
that
I would tell about Zach about his man hasn't brushed his teeth in 26 years.
I brush
you are the funny
I
one.
brush my teeth. I brush my teeth in complete privacy, so no one sees me.
You know why? Because he got a gag reflex.
I have a gag reflex, so it's not
Yeah,
good.
toothpaste. I thought it was a toothpaste. It's just
no,
brushing.
just brushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just brush without toothpaste.
You got to go electric.
Go ahead. You were going to roast Brent. What do you got?
I don't know if I have a roast
Once
for
he
Brent.
gets
He's
started
too
on me, man, it'll go.
yeah.
It'll get-
He sets it
On the
interesting.
spot. No, you know what? It's he doesn't have a barometer of volume. I'll tell you that.
So you do sing loud. I'll tell you that.
Sings loud. I have for the last 8 years.
What?
I do not stay on the same hotel floor as Brent Smith.
Oh, right on.
Will not do it.
Is he one of those loud whisperers too? Like for the
Dude,
movie?
he does no.
What happened in the scene before? I had
He
to go to the
doesn't have a
bathroom.
whisper, dude. This right here, that's airplane voice.
Oh
right
my
there.
god! Oh my god!
This is hotel. I'm on the phone on a day off. Zach can't fuck. I didn't say
We can
it.
believe-
Zach can't sleep in.
Didn't eat pho. We didn't do pho today.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he just doesn't have, and then like he'll be in bed at 3 a.m. and then start like watching like Platoon. yeah.
Bunk underneath
Yeah.
me, and he just hears,
It's like 2:57 in the morning. Hacksaw Ridge is a good time. That's a good time to start that. You're like, oh my god.
Oh, your roast would be great.
Yeah, dude.
Let's do a Shinedown roast. Come on,
Yeah,
Netflix.
Holy hell,
Let's watch Last Action Hero at 3:14 a.m.
What random movies you're pulling out right now? You
Yeah.
really watch Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I love Last
That's a
Action
great
Hero,
movie.
dude.
Predator, easy.
Predator's great.
All
I'm an
day long,
80s
man.
kid. I
Commando.
love. Dude, Running Man.
Yes.
Why does Running Man get a shaft? Running Man gets a shaft
They
all
could
the time.
bring that back. Oh, I guess they did. It's kind of like
yeah.
Squid Game.
Yeah, it's kind of like Squid
guess
Game
so,
or
yeah.
Hunger Games in a way.
That in Hollywood, man, it has a hard time trying to come up with new stuff.
There's no ideas.
Originality's tough.
They
all
say
these
that there's
remakes.
only 33 plots in all of movies that they keep on rehashing.
That's
and
why I love.
rehashing.
That's why I
Yeah.
loved A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anything like A Quiet Place when it
That
came
is
out.
very
I was like,
original.
man, this is the most original thing I've seen in 20 years.
Do you like that because Brent talks so loud?
Yeah. I was it's like when he's in the movie, it's like, what happens? I'm like, shh.
You're like, you would die the first 5 seconds
Oh,
of this movie. The monsters would find you and you would die.
5 seconds, it'd be over. The movie would be over. He would be dead.
It's like the
Listen.
bird. What was it called? The bird. Not
Shine
the
down.
bird
You go
cage.
die in
Oh,
the quiet
Bird-
place. Shine down.
What was the
Bird
one where you got
Box?
Bird
yeah,
Box,
you gotta
yeah.
blindfold
With Sandra
yourself.
Bullock.
Yeah, and be quiet.
Oh no,
Yeah, I
there's
wouldn't-
no. Yeah,
I probably wouldn't.
he'd be lifting his blindfold
I
up.
would-
Where are we?
Well,
Like, oh, he's dead for sure.
we're grateful that you guys came in. You want to jam, Rich? You can jam
Yeah,
with
let's
him?
go.
Is that-
Yeah,
would
let's
you
do
like
it.
Rich jam with you
You
guys?
better know this song.
All right, get out of the guitar. Here we go, you guys. Here's Shinedown.
I can still remember me and Miss November rain, beautiful and strange, always so inclined, coloring outside the lines. Yeah, you were never on time. You've always been slightly awkward, kind of weird, upside down and not all here. What's wrong with me and you is crystal clear. Sometimes I'm in a room where I don't belong, and the house is on fire and there's no alarm, and the walls are melting too. How about you? I've never been the favorite, thought I've seen it all, till I got my invitation to the lunatic ball, and my friends are coming too. How about you? Don't worry, it's all just a symptom of being human. Unpack all your baggage, hide it in the attic where you hope it disappears. This all seems so familiar, but it doesn't feel like home. It's just another unknown. Always been slightly awkward, kind of weird, upside down and not all here. Right or wrong, it's all so crystal clear. Sometimes I'm in a room where I don't belong, and the house is on fire and there's no alarm, and the walls are melting too. How about you? I've never been the favorite, thought I've seen it all, till I got my invitation to the lunatic ball, and my friends are coming too. How about you? Don't worry, it's all just a symptom of being human. We're all just passing through, passengers on a ship of fools. We're all just passing through,
being human.
Make some noise for Rich. Give it to him right now. Yeah, 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 yeah.